Good morning, everyone. What is this? Well, this kind of looks like a tent, all right? But today we're going to talk a little bit about a tent and camping and something that God told the Israelites to do. But has anyone ever been camping? I know when I was growing up, I loved to camp. Probably the thing I liked the most was roasting the marshmallows and making s'mores. But when we first went out to camp, my dad would unload the car, he'd unpack everything, he'd put all the tent materials around, the stakes and the poles and the tent, and he'd lay it all out, and then he would follow a plan or the instructions on how to put it together. Today we're going to learn about how God told the Israelites to build a large tent, and he gave them specific plans on how to do it. So let's take a look at the Bible in Exodus chapter 35. The children of Israel had left Egypt. They'd crossed the Red Sea. Do you remember that story? How God parted the Red Sea and they walked through, and then the other soldiers from Egypt got stuck in there. Well, now they are out in the wilderness. But the thing is, they didn't have a church to go worship God in. So God told Moses to build a tabernacle, a tent church, if you will. So what he told all the people is bring all the different things they needed. So they brought wood, they brought gold, they brought jewelry, they brought all kinds of things, and they brought it all in, and they started constructing the tent, or the tabernacle. So the tabernacle was made of wood and had curtains and a roof, and inside there was furniture, including a table, a lampstand, an ark, and a lot of other things. But the ark was very special. It was a wooden box covered with gold, and God told them to put some very important things to protect there in that ark, okay? So God chose Aaron and his sons to serve as priests. Now, if you remember Aaron, he was the cousin of Moses, and when they went to Egypt and talked to Pharaoh, he was his spokesperson. Well, now he's over there in the desert, and him and his sons are going to be the priest. And as priests, they also wear very special robes and things like that only the priests wear in the tabernacle. So now God, he told the children of Israel where to go by this big cloud. So God was in a cloud over the temple, right? And when God wanted to stay, he just stayed right there. And that's where they worshiped, and that's where they stayed. But when God said, hey, it's time to move, well, the cloud would move, and that was a sign to pack up the tent, put it all back in the boxes that they made for it, and follow God to the next place. So God was with his people the whole time, everywhere they went. And God provided a place where all people could worship together. Just like God was always with the people in the desert in Israel, he's always with you and me. We don't have to be afraid because we know the creator of the universe, God himself, is always with us. Well, that's all the time we have for today. We'll see you next time on the next episode of the Pillow Fort Kids.
See you next time on the amazing adventures of the Pillow Fort